Well, it's really cold outside. It's damp, miserable fall day. We have the wood stoves on in the house and in the garages. I'm continuing from yesterday. Like I said, we had a lot on the go and got interrupted by the bad weather. But I made that beet soup, and leftovers gives us some for lunch today. And I have a couple of quarts that I'm going to can. Those quarts will be done 90 minutes in the pressure canner, and I'm just going to use the electric pressure canner because it's only 2 jars. Finishing off the garlic powder from yesterday. Smells really good. And that was about 2 pounds of garlic. Oh, beautiful. There you go. No preservatives, going in the pantry for all winter. I'll be making some taco seasoning with this as well. And we are going to package up some quail and portion out some rabbits. So it's going to be another busy day. Well, today I'm going to be packaging up the quail that we harvested. And since we've harvested up the quail, nobody's going to be laying anymore. So I will be doing some pickled quail eggs. And you can come along and watch that. I will be doing most of this video as a voiceover because it is miserable outside, so everybody's inside, and it's just easier to not have all the background noise. So let's start by taking off the earbuds and putting them in my pocket so I don't lose them. Sometimes I just wonder what to start with first. So put the quail aside. They're nice and chilled from being in the fridge. And we're going to start with the quail eggs. They are very fresh. I've been collecting them down in the barn. But I like to go through in case there's any that are cracked or broken. These white ones here were inside the quails that I harvested. So they were getting ready to be laid. That one had a little bit of an indent in it. So Prince got one, then Heidi showed up. And then Jersey was around the corner, so they all got a quail egg, which means they'll be farting later on. Jersey? She around?
Yeah, she's right here.
It's funny how when the quails are ready to lay the eggs, they're still white, and then the day that they lay them, they get the little brown speckles on them. Okay, there's no more. I try to handle them as carefully as possible because when I'm boiling them, if the shell is cracked, they will float, and then I'm not sure if they were spoiled or just cracked now. So I'm just going to speed this up so you can see how many I end up with. And ta-da, here we go. Beautiful. While I'm waiting for the water to boil for the eggs, I might as well start packaging those quail. These are gorgeous. These were about 8 to 10 weeks old. I didn't quite keep track this year, but they're stunning. These I harvested and cleaned whole so I can do stuffed quail later. I love stuffing them with things like wild rice or just a savory type of dressing. Now, I like to do them in 6-packs, but once I looked at these bags that I had ready for the vacuum sealer, it looks like I'm only going to be able to fit 4 in there. The reason I bang the bag down like that is, number one, it compacts them, takes a bit of the air out, and gives me more room at the top for the vacuuming and the sealing. So you want to make sure that you have the best seal possible, so the more room, the better. That's me looking for the marker. Finally found it. So what I always do is mark if they are whole or split quail, and of course the date. And it's really important to label your products because it's funny when things are frozen, they all look the same. Now, I would definitely not be able to tell if they were whole quail or split quail, so it's important. And there you go, 4 whole quail, October 23. Seriously, look at the size of these. They're so beautiful. They're like mini hens. And it didn't take a long time to pluck all of these. I'll have to count them at the end because I never did take a head count of this batch. I had done 50 the last batch, and this was the remainder of them. There we go, another package complete. Vacuum sealing them keeps them from getting freezer burn, which is great. And I just thought of it. I'm really curious at how much they weigh because they're quite heavy. So throw it down on the scale. And it came out to 9 ounces. I actually doubted myself because I thought, wow, really? Over half a pound? So I did it again. And yep, it was exactly that. 9 ounces. That's pretty incredible for a little bird, and it's a perfect serving for one person. Now, if you got somebody who eats a little bit heartier, you can serve them too. Now, you notice I washed my scale, and then I'm just going to disinfect it with some vinegar. I do that the minute I use it because I don't want to forget. So some very quick vacuum sealing and then a bleach wipe down of everything, including the bags. Once everything was packaged, I did count it. I ended up with 33 quail. Did one pack of 5 just because I had an extra, but that's pretty good. If you think about how many meals that will be from 2 days worth of work here and there. There's my package of 5. Now I will place all of these in the freezer, stacked individually so that they will freeze quicker. And outside for a quick refrigeration because obviously it's cold enough to do it out there. The minute I process any type of meat, I wash down the vacuum sealer, give it a good wipe with a bleach and water solution, and then dry it really well. I don't want to forget and then make my family sick. There's no reason for that. It doesn't take very long. And I even wipe the cord down, as you noticed. Get that out of the way and move on to the next project. So I grabbed the peppers and I am going to chop these for freezing. This way, as I need them, I will just grab, half a cup, a cup. I use resealable bags so that it's easy to access. I used to vacuum seal them in cups, but I found that I wasted a lot that way. So I just do like a fine dice, not too precise. It's not about accuracy, it's about being able to use it. And I always keep the scraps and the seeds for the chickens because it is a complete treat for them. And I'm trying to waste nothing. Just because we're not going to use it doesn't mean somebody else can't enjoy it. So I have a small stainless steel bowl to put the peppers in. I'm just going to seed them all first and then chop them after. And then I realized, what the hell was I thinking? Why would I pick up the small bowl? So I did change over into my larger bowl and use the small one for jalapenos, which makes a lot more sense. Here we go, pepper processing assembly line. I then did some shepherd peppers because I actually like shepherd pepper flavor better than the red bell peppers. And I also have a bunch of jalapenos. So I'm going to be chopping those. I'll chop them ahead of time so that I could use them for the pickled quail eggs. I like to do them very thin because the idea is to get the flavor out of them, and they look really pretty in the jar. I'll also put some of the shepherd peppers in the jar just for color. It just makes the jar look much more interesting, especially if you're gifting it. I'm also going to need an onion for the pickled quail eggs. I will slice that in, and I will also add in some garlic cloves. I can do one large clove per jar because our cloves were so large and so delicious. One is plenty. So our pot is now boiling. I don't add any salt. I don't add any baking soda, just boiling water. And what I do is I use this strainer to ladle in the eggs slowly. I also start stirring them right away. The idea of stirring the eggs when you first put them in and stir them for at least the first 30 seconds is the centrifugal force will put the yolk in the middle of the egg, making for a much prettier hard-boiled egg. This isn't going to be much of a difference if you're popping it in your mouth as a one-bite treat, but if you're going to slice these eggs, you want that yolk to be centered. This also works for your chicken eggs when you're doing deviled eggs. Now I set the timer for 3 minutes after that first 30 seconds. So total cooking time is going to be 3.5 minutes. Any eggs that I notice float to the top, they were either bad, dried up, or cracked. So I put those aside. I will cook them up later and give them to either the chickens or the dogs because when I open them up, I can tell if they were good or not. But I won't use them for our purposes, that's for sure. So this is how I will do a few batches at a time because I want that water to be as hot as possible. Prince?
Heidi, you need to hold me. Heidi, come here. Heidi, come here. Heidi, come. You need to make a poop. Come on.
to see if boys are getting along so well. Because tomorrow, Roberto and Enrique are going to be arriving on office. Just so we don't have any problems. See you guys in a bit. What the hell was she doing in there? Where do you go this morning? With friends.
I do have friends, Harvey.
Okay. I'll see you later. Nice trip, kids. It's my day off. Yeah. Well, you know, this is the deal. Last night we were over at the drop and we're driving to an airstrip. And then he's up in all of that. And Ron has a plane there, he's taking up from it. Yeah, and how do you know this? Monica. She's doing her job. She warned us. She warned you about what? Girl, let's keep it that we need to run. Definitely do that. So I can tell you what. This is a customs case. You make the run, get the raw and his cash together so I can move into the process. All right? If you don't, I will end up charging on both of you. Take these. We're gonna have GPS on you the whole time just to make sure you don't get any cute ideas. And to make sure nothing happens to you, right? Yeah, right. Let me get this right. If we don't do this,
Well, that was a day. I did the quail packaging. I did the pickled quail eggs, chopped up all those peppers and put them in bags for the freezer. I also put dinner in the oven, but I didn't want to get into showing you that. I did not get around to portioning out the rabbits, which is just fine because when you let a rabbit rest meat, you should let it rest for a day to 2 days. So tomorrow works just fine for me. So I will share with you the portioning out of the rabbits tomorrow as part of the rabbit harvesting video. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Share with all your friends. I really would appreciate that. And live your best life always.